It's time for another tale from the glass-guarded world, with Brian as Paxton the human cleric and fighter, Danielle as Athelflaed the halfling rogue and monk, Ashley as Terra Dane the human fighter, Chris as Aster Fortuna the half-elf rogue and bard, and me, Mike, as the DM. This episode has some audio problems, as does the next one. You may hear hissing on Chris and Brian's tracks. This should be cleared up after the next episode. After thoroughly exploring the ruins immediately around their glass world, the adventurers decided it was time to look outside the ancient fortress. They walked out through the main gate and into the square of a small town. There they encountered an impatient elf, pacing back and forth. They're about to get more answers than they expected. He walks toward Terra, and he bows deeply and clears his throat and says, "Hey, dudes, hail and well met, or something? Canst thou, understandeth me, man?"
What the?
I think so.
Hello there.
Hi.
Oh, man, he relaxes visibly. "I'm so glad that's how you guys talk. All those thous and these are, so complicated, you know? You guys are, so late.
Late for what?
The solstice was, yesterday. You missed my big entrance.
Wait, what?
I had to leave and come back.
Who are you?
You're totally lucky I came back again in case you guys showed up. You can call me Levarian.
And what's your the
Booming
spelling?
Levarrion.
Lavarian, who do you think we are?
Hey, should I, repeat my big entrance? It's kind of part of my thing, you know?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Definitely.
cool. All right, hang on. So he turns around and walks out of the square. He says, "This square is it's not big enough for me. So hang on a moment, okay?"
Okay.
All right. I start cleaning my nails with my rapier. It's like,
All right. So he walks back out of the square to the east, you think? Well, we're going to call it east. And he walks behind some of the buildings, but between some of them. And you wait a moment. Nothing seems to be happening. You just wait. You don't hear anything.
Is Epilema with us?
Yeah.
How does she feel about this guy?
Epilema says, "This is another weirdo."
I
I
agree.
maybe our weirdo and this weirdo should hang out.
oh yeah.
I tell-
Wait, who's our weirdo?
You know, that the elf guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not a weirdo. You're a halfling. You're normal,
Yeah. We're
You're
cool.
totally
We're cool.
normal.
Wait, so do you just think
You
just
know.
think he's weird because he's an elf?
Well, I mean, he's got this weird music, and he talks all dramatic, "I'm so cool." He's
You're
Yeah.
jealous of how cool he is.
no, I'm not jealous. I'm
Ah.
not jealous of the weirdo. No way.
Can I say something to Lavarian?
Oh, he's already walked out of the town, and you don't know what he's
He
doing.
left?
He left.
Just bounced.
He said he's got to do his big entrance, and he
Darn it.
left.
I wanted to give him a drum roll.
Oh, well, sorry, he left.
Okay. Can we walk further into the town?
Sure,
to,
you walk
the
up
town
toward the
square?
well, and then suddenly, as you're walking toward the well, this enormous creature appears beyond the town's buildings, towering over the buildings. You've never seen anything like this before. It has 2 enormous wings, 4 legs, a long tail, and a long neck ending in a reptilian head full of sharp teeth.
Ah!
And a long frill runs down the top of his head, down its neck. It leaps into the air, flapping its wings, stirring up snow and soil. With a few quick flaps, it takes off toward the mountains in the distance and flies away for about a minute or so, and you all watch it fly. And then it turns around and starts coming back. And then as the sun glints off of this creature's silver scales, it circles the town and then begins descending. It disappears again behind some of these larger buildings, and you hear a gentle thump. And then a few moments later, this elf returns from the buildings, and he says, "I am Lavarian." Wait, I already said that, didn't I? Wow, that was so cool. Wasn't that cool?
Yes.
Yes.
That was cool. That's my cool entrance.
I
That's amazing.
do not regret telling him to re-enter.
Yeah, it's wow, man. That's what people say. They say, "Wow, man, that's a cool entrance you got."
How?
What?
What?
What are you?
Whoa.
What was that? What's going on?
How did you do
Bavarian.
that?
Like, I'm a dragon.
A dragon?
What?
You're an elf.
Well, I'm, like, I look like an elf, but I'm a dragon, I'm like a silver dragon. You
What?
don't have dragons in there?
What is that?
Wait.
Do we know what
So you
dragons
We don't
are?
know what dragons
You know
are.
where we're from.
Well, yeah, you guys are like from World 83, right?
How did you know that?
I've been like checking every winter here of the winter solstice every year for like a long time,
What?
Yeah, because like,
particularly?
sometimes I miss the solstice, but I come back and I check in with the locals because, they're not real cooperative sometimes. They're kind of uncool. But I
what's the
check with them,
solstice?
but like, yeah, I'm a dragon. You guys don't know what dragons are?
What's the
No.
solstice?
The solstice is like the shortest day of the year. You guys actually have a solstice inside the world.
But we don't know what dragons are.
You don't know what
Yeah.
dragons are, no.
No idea what that is. But it was spectacular. That's
It's
what
like
was
a giant,
doing.
awesome flying lizard, It's like so cool. I'm a silver dragon, so I'm like pretty much the best kind,
Okay, so you come and check on us, and why do you check on us?
Well, like that foresight guy used to say that if anyone was going to make it out, then like they were going to do it on the winter solstice. So I don't know how he knew that, but that guy, he like knew stuff, like really knew it. Wow.
So you knew him. He was a person.
No, he was like a god, You got gods in there?
No.
We'd heard
Well-
of foresight, though.
You heard of foresight? Oh, cool. Like, yeah, that's foresight. Well, that was foresight anyway. He was cool.
What happened to him?
Oh, he's like totally dead. Like gone, never coming back. One day he just told all his followers to pick another god, like, because he had to die to save the world. It's like heavy stuff, right?
How did he save the world?
I don't know.
Okay. So
I don't know, man.
Why? What are you supposed to do when you see us?
I don't know. I'm not supposed to do anything. I just heard about it and I thought I'd come check and maybe I'd get to meet you.
Oh well, I'm Tara Dane.
Oh, I'm Lavarian.
I shake his hand.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
They do handshakes in there. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we do handshakes out here too.
Ah, nice. Nice.
You guys kind of talk like formal like. Are you guys all like squares?
I'm a square.
Yeah,
I look down
like
at
does
my
everyone in
body.
there talk like that? Like it's like, whoa, chill out, right?
Are we going to introduce
Hey,
you?
dude, can you tell me more about what's the world's? Oh, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
So like you don't know anything about the world out here or anything?
Well,
Like I heard they did some memory stuff with the people who went into the glass. Like maybe you don't know anything.
Well,
huh?
wait, what? Memory stuff?
Yeah. The people who went in?
so people voluntarily went into the worlds?
Oh yeah, like, back when the world started getting all screwy and hot and stuff, and those like mountain wizards started doing all kinds of crazy stuff, like they were trying to stop it. And then they told everyone that there are these big glass flasks that are supposed to be like lifeboats or something, Something like that. Anyway, everyone could escape this like dying world and live a new life inside one of those containers.
Wait, so
I
this
don't
world
know.
is dying?
What?
This world is
Oh,
dying?
well, it's getting better now, I guess. Sorta. I don't know. Seems like it'd be kind of tight inside there,
Well, it's pretty roomy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they had those like powerful spells for shrinking things. Anyway, people came from all over the place to try it out.
Wait,
that
so
was
why
like
didn't you go in?
Well, I got other stuff to do. I'm like a cool dragon.
I just are there more of you?
Dragons? Oh yeah, man, we're so cool. There aren't a lot of us, but yeah, there are probably less than there used to be. But that was like 500 years ago that happened.
But the dragons didn't decide to go into the.
No, we got other stuff to do.
Wait, you said 500 years ago. How old is our world?
Your understanding is that your world is 2,000 years old.
Ah, but you can speed up time and stuff, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
So how come no one maintained the worlds inside? Like our world had leaky tubes and looked pretty abandoned by the time we made it out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I left for a while. Yeah, so like I left for a while. I hadn't been here recently, and then I came back. It's like all messed up. Yeah, it sucks.
So I think it's safe to say we got a lot of questions for you, but priorities first. We got a lot of hungry people that just made it out of 83. Would you have any way to hook them up with something to eat?
I bet the locals could help you out. Like the gnomes. They're kind of lame, but they get real good at growing food.
Oh, well, we haven't met any of them yet.
So they're like right over there. There's one. And he points over at the gnome with the 2 empty buckets. And there's another one. And he points over at the bench.
They're
look
not
kind of
moving.
stationary.
Oh, but yeah, that's just like because they're real scared. That's the way garden gnomes work. Like, they get real scared and they freeze,
I'm looking at him like he's a little off.
How do I make them unscared?
Oh, they'll probably relax when I'm gone. They're scared of me because I'm like this cool, awesome dragon. It's so cool.
How do
And
you know
I'm pretty cool, right? I'm pretty cool.
Oh my god, you're so cool.
Yeah.
Coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you don't have to be all flattering and all that stuff,
I hope that you come to think of us as cool instead of lame.
You guys are kind of cool, for mortals. You're kind of cool.
Well, we think you're totally rad, Laverian.
Wow, that's nice of you to say, man. That's pretty neat. Yeah, so the whole world kind of got messed up. Like, it got all hot, and the sea got high, and whole civilizations got drowned. There are still some cities left on the belt, but it's nothing like it used to be. It's sad, man.
What's the belt?
Oh, the belt's like a. Let me think about how to explain this. The world is like a giant ball, like a giant ball, like a sphere, or an orb. Yeah, it's like a ball. But we are up on one end, like near the North Pole up here, right? It's cold and stuff, and the belt is it's this strip of land that runs around the middle. Yeah, there used to be a lot more land, but the belt is all that's left now since it got so hot, and the seas got all deep and stuff. Yeah.
So it's hotter at the belt and colder up here at the pole.
Yeah.
So
You're catching on, man. That's
people
cool.
Live on the side of the ball?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Tara is holding a fist and she's putting her
Yeah,
finger
you
on
got
the
it.
top of the fist and
yeah.
she's here, and then other people cling to life here as
Yeah.
she points to the side of her fist.
Yeah, that's a good choice of words. Cling to life, because the land there is not great for farming, because it's what used to be mountain. Well, it's still mountains, but now it's sticking out of the water. Yeah, it's not great land for farming. So the people that are left are whoa, this sucks, man. Yeah, and I haven't even mentioned the Neogi. Oh man,
Wait, so does everyone fly?
does everyone fly?
Are they like you?
No, man, they're not all dragons.
Oh.
They're elves, and there aren't a lot of elves, but there's some elves and humans and halflings and orcs, and yeah, and then even the people in Long Shadows, they're totally bummed out too, because a lot of their stuff got flooded.
It's in a yoke.
What's long shadows?
Underground.
What?
Yeah, the drow and the Svirfneblin. You got some drow in you, right?
I'm a half drow.
Oh, yeah.
They must be awesome people. They must be.
The drow?
Yeah, they must be very friendly.
Oh,
very,
man.
very,
The
smooth.
drow are, wow, you really are from a different world, huh? The drow here are, real not nice, man. They're they're all into this Lolth goddess. They're totally not cool. I mean, you seem cool.
I am cool. By the way, I'm going to try to meet you in the middle, because I don't want to be a square. So,
Yeah, exactly,
so
man.
the
Don't be
name
square.
is Asta Fortuna, yo. And I'm a bard extraordinaire, and I'm
Bard.
hip and all that jazz.
Cool. You seem like you're a little trying too hard, but I mean, I like the effort. I like the effort. It's really, you're getting it. You're getting the hang of it, man. You just act listen, just keep at it, right? It's really cool. I like it.
Okay, Tara's gonna go to the little fountain.
Uh-huh. It's a well.
Oh, sorry. And kind of crouch down
Okay.
and try and talk to the statue.
Okay, you talk to the statue. What are you going to say?
I'm just kind of doing this in the background while they
While they talk.
just
All right.
just trying to get just trying to make it unscared and
Okay.
she's just introducing herself
Okay.
to a statue.
Make a
Doesn't
persuasion
like-
check. Make a persuasion check.
I got a 10.
10. Okay. All right. So Laverian doesn't really pay any attention to you. And he keeps talking, especially to Aster, and he says, "Hey, you guys seem pretty cool. I thought you would be if Foresight said you were coming, You seem pretty cool. So are you busy?
Yeah, well,
I need help with something. I was wondering if you could help me with it.
With what?
So here's the story. 500 years ago, the world's seriously overheating, and there are these wizards, and they think they've got all the answers, right?
Mhm.
And they lived in this in that fortress over there, right? And me, I'm just this young dragon at the time.
but still, I'm still pretty awesome, you know? But anyway, I've got this killer wand I found. It's really cool. It was like literally cool, actually. Like it's this wand of frost, but like a super wand of frost, like to the max wand of frost, you know?
Wicked.
Yeah, it was wicked. It was very cool. Anyway, so like the wizards are asking for like magic items that could help cool off the world, you know, fight off the heat. And I'm a good guy, right? I mean, like I'm a silver dragon, you know? So like I told them they could borrow my wand for like a couple 100 years. Boy, that was like a total mistake. I really like shouldn't have done that, you know, because that thing disappeared inside the Hall of Scholars and I never saw it again, you know. Like I asked about it and I demanded it back, but like they're always saying, "Oh, can we have just like a little more time?" And I'd say, "Oh, well, okay, a little bit maybe." And then like I got all distracted for a couple 100 years by other stuff, you know. They know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually I make it back here and well, like look at this mess, you know. It's been like this for a while. Like the wizards are all gone. So, like, you think you could go into the ruins and get my wand for me?
I look to the others and I'm like shrugging my shoulders like,
Well, you've given us so much information, Laverian, and you're so cool.
Yeah.
And so we want to find your cool frost wand for you, I think. But we have a lot of responsibilities here. We have to feed these people. We have to make sure everyone's safe. So is there anything you can do for us?
He looks over at the gnome that Tara is talking to, and he says,
Well, I'm sure, like, the gnomes will, like, help out with food and stuff, right? Gnomes! Right?
you don't hear any answer.
Yeah, and Tara has been talking to the gnome about all the people, and how they're really getting pretty hungry, and just talking them up that they're all just nice people, and they're very friendly.
All right,
and
the
they
gnome.
love gnomes.
The gnome is not moving.
Aster, is there maybe a song you could play that might calm the gnome down if he's feeling real shy?
Sure, I could do calm emotion with the guitar.
Yeah. Laverian says,
Yeah, the gnomes are like, they're not gonna move until I'm gone, because dragons are like scary, you know. But and also, I think they're kind of scared about you guys being out there. Like, there's more than just you guys. There's more, like there are other people too, I guess, that need food. So like, yeah, they're probably all nervous about that. When did you guys get out? It can't have been more than like a day, right?
Yeah,
Because I was here yesterday.
There you go.
Yeah, so like, yeah, they've probably been frozen for like a day. They're probably ready to unfreeze, but they're not gonna do that while I'm here.
Oh.
Well, Laverian, we want you to think that we're as awesome as we think you are. So we're definitely
Wow.
gonna totally try to find that wand of frost for you. But I got a question for you, if you wouldn't mind answering.
Sure.
You seem like a pretty hip social guy that's probably friends with a lot of people, know a lot of names.
I know some people.
Do the names Rickert or Baratrand or even Frith mean anything to you?
Frith doesn't mean anything to me. That sounds like an really old-fashioned name, like. But Rickert, yeah, Rickert and Baratrand, they were a couple of the guys that were like supposed to guard stuff. They were head of administration, and yeah, they were like heads of the Eldritch Knights, you know.
Oh.
They they were in charge like of security and doing stuff for the other wizards.
You know anything about Strethawk?
Strethawk? No, that doesn't sound familiar.
Oh, okay.
I have a question for you. There was this note, right, yo, and it said something like they put some rocks on a stairway, and that at the bottom they were experimenting with things.
Oh yeah, there's like all sorts of experiments down underneath. Yeah, there's like this whole giant complex down there. It's I've heard it's really cool. I don't really like to go down there myself because, like, you know, if I like got tired or ran out of spells or something, and I like returned to my normal shape, I get squished down there, you know?
Squish.
Well, because I'm like huge and awesome.
Do you think down there's probably where your wand is?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Okay. And would you say that the things down there are formidable and...
I don't know what's down there, man. I mean, last I knew that there were a whole bunch of wizards that were like nerds, you know?
Totally.
And Eppelima says, yeah, I know about them. And she points at all of you.
And then I
Eppelima. Okay, not her though. She's cool.
I put my hands on my hips.
Athelflaed's cool.
I put up my thumbs.
Yeah, so like, they're like all these nerds down there. Yeah, I mean, I bet they probably had some scary stuff, but like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't been down there.
Do you know who where the Brimbergs are? Is that?
Oh yeah,
place?
those are like those giant ships, like city ships.
City ships
Out in the seas. Yeah, it's like whole civilizations that took to the seas when the sea levels went up.
Are they still around?
Oh yeah, some of them are. Yeah, they're
Right.
pretty cool. Good place to land and hang out for a while.
You think you could take us to one of these places if we find that one for you?
Oh yeah, sure, man.
Cool. Totally rad.
How do we get in communication with you once you leave?
Oh, that's a really smart question. I like this guy. He may be a drow, but he's cool.
Oh yeah, I'm jiggy with it.
Oh my god.
We
Yeah,
are
so like
squares.
so like when you have the wand, you get this magic stone, and he hands you this stone, and it's shimmering, and it appears to be either red or blue depending on how you look at it.
Okay.
You take this stone and you take it over this well and like drop it in, and I'll know, man. Like I'll totally know that you're like calling me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Calling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I'll know. So you just like when you've got it, I'll be like, "Oh, right, they've got it, man." And I'll head right over.
That's amazing. And I can have this still.
Yeah, it's yours, man. I mean,
Nice.
when you drop it in the well, I mean, it's gonna
I
not be
know.
yours, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I appreciate it, Laverian. You really are super cool.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. So like are you a cleric, man? You look kind of like a cleric.
Yeah, I think so.
What god do you worship? I thought you said there weren't any gods in there.
There weren't.
So like, you don't have a god? How does that work?
We just kind of worship like the concept of life.
You're gonna have to pick a god, man.
Really? Well, who do I have to choose from?
Oh wow! Like there used to be so many of them. Like wow. There used like when there were lots of worshipers around. There's not as many people around as there used to be. You know, a lot of people died. But like, used to be pretty easy to be a god when there were so many worshipers around. Like to become a god. But I guess there are still the gods of the highest mountain. They're still there. Like Skyfather, and then there's this wife, the cow-eyed mistress. There's Praised and Sharp. There's Throng of Battle. There's Seafoam Wanderer. There's Strong
I
and
like
Vigorous.
Throng of Battle. You should pick him. Hey, it sounds good.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, Throng of Battle is you don't mess with him. Who else? There's Master of Water. There's Earth Mother. There's Assembler in the Square. There's the Great Archer. Man, I guess there are like a lot to choose from. There's the Renowned Artificer. That's a mouthful.
Does anybody still worship Foresight?
I don't think so. I mean, if they do, they're kind of wasting their time, right? 'Cause he's like gone. There's the Marker of Boundaries. There's the Hearth. There's the God Tree Runner. The Unseen One. The Healer. There's
The
all
healer.
sorts
That
of-
sounds like a good one.
The Healer. Yeah, he's a real nice guy.
Cool. How do I let the healer know that I'm worshiping
I
them?
guess you just pray to him. I've never been a cleric. I guess that's just like what you do is you just like pray. There's Ocean Daughter, but she died a while back.
People inside the jar, the glass that we came from, there were some people who prayed to a higher power even though we didn't have gods, and they called them observers. Does that name mean anything outside?
No, I don't know anything about observers, man. Never heard of that. I mean, I know the word observer, but it doesn't mean anything special.
What about people that had, like, gems in the back of their heads?
Gems in the back of their heads?
Yeah, like big, shiny diamonds and stuff like that.
I don't know what y'all are into in there, but no, there's like no people out here with gems in their heads that I know of.
Huh.
Sounds painful.
Yeah.
Is turning into a dragon painful?
Oh, no, man, it's cool.
Could we turn into dragons? Could we turn into that?
If you're dragons, you could.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not turning into a dragon so much as he's a dragon that's turning into other things and then turning back. Am I right, Laverian?
Yeah, he's got it, man. He's cool too. Yeah, man.
And you mentioned something about you're the cool one because you're silver.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something. Is there not cool ones?
Oh man, there are some seriously uncool dragons, man.
How do we know to watch out for those guys?
Well, it's like there's two kinds. There's like metallic dragons,
Okay.
like me, because I'm all silvery. It's the best kind. But there's also the gold. They're pretty cool. and then there's like bronze and brass and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But then there's the totally uncool dragons, and they're like all colored. Like there's red and there's like green and black. They're uncool, man.
Like how?
They like to hurt people and stuff.
Are they
They're
evil?
not cool, huh?
Are they evil, would you say?
Yeah. That's a good way to describe it. They're like evil.
Is there a way to tell if someone is a dragon if they're not in dragon big?
I guess you could
crazy?
ask them.
Oh boy,
Uh,
that
Well, that
sounds.
would be too late.
Hey, Lavarian, I have
Yeah.
a last question for you.
Yeah.
If we get your wand of frost,
Uh-huh.
can you take me flying?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's cool. I can
That
take it
sounds
flying.
Awesome.
And I got another question for you. I heard in a note that I read inside the Hall of Scholars something about someone joining the Urbanimars,
Oh, yeah, that's like the people who live on those ships at sea.
the Brimberg.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah,
Okay,
you're putting
alright.
it together. That's cool, man.
Cool. And if we get this wand of frost and we drop that magic stone into the well, you can fly us to the Brimbergs, right?
I'll try to find one. I mean, it's like a big sea, you know? We'll have to spend some time looking.
Yeah, this is the biggest sea. I don't know what sea is, but this is the biggest water that
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah, it's like a huge ocean, you know? It's like, wow.
But
When
you're a
over-
dragon. I'm sure you could totally like find one in like no time at all, right?
I could try, man. Yeah, I'll help you look. Yeah, that sounds cool. That might be fun.
I bet you guys never go thirsty. You know, because there's so much water.
Oh, you can't drink that water, man. Are you crazy? It's all salty.
Oh, yeah.
It's all salty water.
Ah.
Why would they make
This is-
salty
oh.
water?
What do you mean? Why would they make? So nobody made it salty. It's just it is salty. If you want fresh water, you got to go inland. Yeah, it's like all the drinkable water is inland, like from the streams and rivers and stuff. The water in the sea is all salty. Don't drink it. You'll get sick, man.
If
Oh.
nobody made it, how'd it get there?
I don't know, man.
What
You have
about
to talk
that
to the gods about that kind
Sea
of thing.
foam dude.
Seafoam. Yeah. So like she's she's like the goddess of like love and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah.
You
I hear
Yeah.
she's hot.
I like to stab people. Is that
Oh.
count?
Oh wow. I don't know, man. Like you like to stab them out in the open, like in war.
Yeah, maybe not so much out in the open. Maybe a little sneakier.
Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe the unseen one.
Ooh, who's that?
Yeah, he like rules the underworld.
Oh, like dead things?
No,
Yeah.
Athelflad. No.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay,
Uh,
fine. I'm just trying to.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about that one. There are like the halfling gods, and then there are like the elf gods. Maybe you could pick one of them. I don't know them as well, though.
Oh, a halfling guy.
But you're an elf.
Well, I look like an elf, but I'm actually, I'm actually a dragon. But I know the elven gods. Yeah, there's like Corellin Lorethian. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
You guys have cool names.
And then there's already mentioned Lolth. She's a dark elf goddess. She's like not cool, but yeah. And there's dwarven gods. There's like Moradin, and there are dragon gods too. There's Tiamat. She's not cool, but
What's so not cool about Lolth?
man, where to start? Like, she's really cruel, Like for the elves that don't do what she wants, she turns them into like these half elf, half spider things.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's really not cool.
And you're
man.
saying that my people worship her.
Yeah, the drow here, they are all into Lolth. They all live underground.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's.
I'd like to meet one of these drow one day.
I
Why?
don't know if you'd be into it, man.
I
you seem real
want
nice.
to know. I want to know.
I wonder if drow are so bad here. I wonder if that's going to make things tough for you.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Ooh.
But once they see my charming vizier and you know how awesome and incredible I am, I think.
Yeah,
You know.
and your roguish tendencies, they'll be sure to trust you.
You know,
my eyebrows.
I'll make them happy and I'll sing them a song. I think that will do it.
Yeah, or maybe you could just like disguise yourself.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's very true.
So, like, here's the thing with that wand. I could do some really cool stuff. Like, I could, like, cool the world off some. I mean, it's obviously cold here, but that's because we're at the North Pole, you know, or not at the North Pole. We're like near the North Pole. Like I could open some portals to the icy parts of the plane of elemental water, you know, or I could lock up some of that ocean water in ice and stick it back up at the pole. You know, I could do a lot of cool, good stuff, you know. And you seem like the heroic types.
You're right.
For
Yeah.
sure, dude.
Oh yeah.
Right, but like it has to be dangerous in there, man. You know, like for little mortals like you. The locals here, they used to like scavenge the top levels for stuff, but I think they kind of quit when things started trying to eat them.
Oh,
There's a lot more to it than just these buildings. Like there's the underground complex, like, and there must be like labs and spell component storage and libraries and experiments. And then there's the connections to long shadows. I'm sure there are some of those. Like going in there is a really big deal. Like if you don't want to save the world because you're like scared, I can understand, you know?
Hey, okay, Lemurian,
Yeah.
do you know anything about how we would get back to our own world?
I don't know, like climbing back into the jar, I guess.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
I think we're too big.
Well, I think like it shrinks you if you jump in.
Oh,
Oh.
I
Okay.
kind of feel like knowing the world outside of the jar, that there is a world outside of the jar and that it's in trouble, makes going back kind of pointless.
I mean, I want to know how to get back eventually. I know
That's true.
everything's on pause.
Well, like maybe you could find out if you like go find the right area inside the underground stuff. Like maybe they must have designed all that stuff underground in their underground complex, right? So maybe you could find some sort of explanation of how it works down there.
All right.
I don't know. Don't get all sassy with me. I don't know. Jeez.
We would never.
If I were you, I'd start at inventory control, which is probably like an administration. I know that's one
Oh,
floor
wow.
down.
wait, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
like if you can find any records, you might figure out where my wand ended up. Of course,
That's-
it might not be there now, but like it's a good start, right?
yeah, that's a great start. Okay.
They could look for the name of it. It's sometimes they would call it different things, like the Wand of Winter, or the Focus of Frost, or like the Arcane Cold something. I can't remember, but like it'll probably make some sense when you look at the records.
Okay.
So it's probably got a pretty chill name.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah, look at
I see what you
him.
did there.
He gives you the double fingers pointing. Yeah, man.
I give him the double thumbs up back.
Oh God.
Yeah, like the gnomes here, they could probably, you could ask them for food. They used to make food for the wizards, you know? Yeah, I bet they'd help you out.
I would
Now,
love to.
they do keep talking about trolls taking some of their food, so, you know, they may want some help with something, but, you know, you could just ask them about it. I got other stuff to do, though, you know?
Speaking of food, do you hear that? The cows? Does that sound
man,
like
they
cows?
got cows. Yeah, the gnomes, they've got cows. They use them for milk.
Those are the gnomes' cows?
Yeah, the gnomes keep cows.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
All important cow question answered.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. They don't eat them. They mostly just use them for the milk.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you need to be moving on. That's
Oh, man. Oh, you know, it was kind of. I wasn't gonna say anything about how, you know, the gnomes are kind of lucky that the drow and the long shadows haven't found them here. But now I'm thinking maybe I should have said something about that after that crack. You know that.
No, I just meant, you said you're busy.
Yeah. You're right. I got other things to do. Yeah. You didn't have to make a cow joke out of it, but yeah.
Oh, I wanted to be cool like Paxton. Oh.
Well, you'll get there eventually, little guy. You know, it'll be all right.
I pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah. So, like, anything else you want to know before I head out of here?
If we just drop the coin into regular water and like not a giant deep
It's a
well,
stone. It's not a coin. But yeah.
does that work too, or does it have to be this well?
I set it up for just like this well, you know?
Uh,
I don't know. Maybe it would work somewhere else. But like if you drop it in the water like underground and if it works, then like I'm not going down there, you know?
oh no, I just because Asta really likes the stone, so I wanted to see if he could keep it if we didn't.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Whatever, man.
Cool.
Hey, you know, I'm sure those gods would appreciate it if the rest of you picked some gods too, you know, because like they're hungry, man. Like there aren't enough worshipers in the world anymore, you know?
They're hungry.
Every little bit helps.
Well, like there's
They
like
need food?
No, I mean like worship, you know, that's what they need.
there's like way too many names that you gave me for me to decide which one I think represents me.
Man, I'm not a seminary school, you know? I can't
Oh,
like,
me neither.
like okay, well like yeah, I mean like talk to the gnomes or something, I don't know.
Do people talk to the gods? Or is it
Like
more
it's
of
not
like
like a
faith?
conversation, but like they pray to him, and sometimes the gods will help or mess things up.
Who's the heroic god?
The heroic god?
Yeah.
Who's the heroic god? Like, Skyfather had a son who was supposedly really cool. Oh, you know who I like? I like Assembler in the Square. He's pretty cool. Oh,
That sounds really boring.
No, man, he's like good at archery and like he likes like
Better
truth
than the
and
archer?
knowledge and
Yeah.
stuff.
Better than the Great Archer?
And this great archer though, she is super cool. She's this huntress lady. She's totally cool. She likes to hunt and take care of animals. And yeah, she's really cool.
Is she
I think I
hot?
like her.
I'm sure she's real hot, man.
Cool, bro.
I look over and I'm like, I shrug my shoulders. Like, huh?
Is it similar in the square hot?
Yeah, he's hot too though.
All right, cool.
Yeah, he's all. I think they're like brother and sister or something.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
What about the goddess of love? What's her name?
Oh yeah, that's Seafoam Wanderer.
Seafoam.
I
Yeah,
bet she's super hot.
She is extremely hot, man.
Everybody's hot.
Not all of them are hot.
God.
Like
Is
the,
it? Is
the
that
renowned
normal for this
artificer,
world?
he is not hot. He's supposed to be really ugly.
Who do you worship, Laverion?
Well, I have my own dragon gods, and
Like
I'm pretty
Tiamat?
cool. No, not Tiamat, man. She's evil, evil, evil. If I worship, I worship Bahamut. But yeah, that's it. It's pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
What about Throng of Battle?
Throng of Battle's kind of he's kind of violent, man. Kind of in a
Cool way?
kind of in a not cool
Tara's
way.
grinning.
Kind of in a not cool way. Kind of like any kind of killing is cool if it's in a battle and doesn't really care what they're fighting for, kind of way.
Is he hot?
He's pretty hot. He's pretty hot. Yeah, he's pretty. He's pretty. I mean, if you're into the big, muscly kind of guy, yeah, I'm pretty. I bet people think he's pretty hot. Yeah.
All right.
Are you into the big muscly guys, Tara?
Just Tara just laughs.
I wink at Aster.
Like it's been totally radical meeting you guys. You guys are pretty cool. I think you got a little work to do on it, but you're getting there. You're pretty cool. Like remember when you have that wand? I'll get here as fast as I can, and I'll try to hang out like in my lair in the mountains for a while. I got multiple layers, but like, yeah, I got a lair in the mountains. I'll hang out there for a while, and I got some other stuff to do. But like, I guess there isn't a big hurry. Like the world's been already kind of messed up, right? So like, yeah, the sooner you get that wand, the sooner I can start fixing stuff.
Oh, okay.
We got
Okay.
one last request for you, Laverion.
Yeah, what's that?
I mean, you seem like a super cool, rad, just chill as heck dude.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining that you know some super cool, rad, chill as heck tricks, like backflips and stuff, like totally sweet moves.
Like in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
So, I mean, it's assumed that you're going to turn into a super cool dragon and fly away. Can
You
you,
got me pegged, man. Yeah, that's it.
Can you do some, like, hella sweet aerials for us?
Oh, wow, man. Yeah, I'll do something cool. Yeah, watch this. Okay, I'll see you guys later. You guys
Peace.
rock. Rock on.
Rock on, Laverion.
Okay.
All right, so he turns and he walks back out of the town. And a few moments later, you see this enormous dragon leap into the sky. And it does a few loops and some spins and barrel rolls.
We
and
cheer.
then gives you sort of a thumbs up
Hello.
and winks at you.
We give thumbs up back and wink at him.
And it
This is a
flies
little
away.
Terrifying. Yeah. Guys, this world
was-
is weird.
That was awesome.
I think I want to worship him.
Yeah. Can we worship dragons?
Yeah.
The square is exactly as it was before Laverion's arrival. It's empty except for those two gnome statues. They have not moved. There are now some birds chirping somewhere beyond the town square, and the wind has died down slightly, and that bright disk of light is now looking like it's starting to head downward a little bit. The gnome that's next to Terra suddenly springs to life, and it no longer appears to be ceramic. It says, so, like, are you, like, really from inside World 83? That is, like, so cool. Like, wow.
Hi,
And-
I'm
I was not
Tara
expecting
again.
that.
And the other gnome that's sitting on the bench suddenly comes to life and hops off of it and says, so, like, is that dragon really gone? He, like, totally creeps me out.
How come?
So, like, for real, says the first gnome. She says, hey, are you, like, heroes and stuff?
Yes.
Like,
For sure.
so, like, Bilby Bourbon Durbin will want to talk to you? Like, there haven't been any heroes around here in, like, a long time.
I would love to talk to Billy Bourbon Durbin.
Yes.
So, like, you gotta say it right. It's
Bilby Bourbon Durbin.
I would like to call
Billy
him Billy.
Bourbon
Can I
Durbin.
call
No,
him
not
Billy?
Billy. So like, no, it's not.
No, it's like a nice nickname where we come from. We love to nickname people.
Yeah, this
And
one calls
I
me
just
weirdo.
want just Billy.
So, like, I heard that dragon tried to bring in adventurers from the belt, like, a long time ago, like, to get that one thingy, but, like, they never came back out. It's so creepy. And the other gnome says, so, like, so creepy for real. And
Creepy how?
the other gnome says, so, like, you want to go meet Bilby Bourbon Durbin? Like, I'm Bimble, and this here is Clotilda.
Hello and hello.
Yeah,
Tara's
hi,
looking
like,
she's
yeah.
getting a headache.
So like, we've got this troll problem, and I bet that Bilby Bourbon Durbin, she'd probably like to hire you to take care of it.
All right,
Okay.
take us to her.
Well, first, like, we would totally just super duper appreciate it if you could feed some of the other people that, like, came out of World 23, because they're, like, super hungry, you
And
know?
me.
World what?
Also
World
hungry.
23.
World 83.
Oh, 83. Oh, okay. I was gonna say there's another one. Wow.
Well, we're
So,
just
like,
really hungry,
yeah.
you know. So.
Yeah.
So like
hungry.
so World 83. Like we've been wondering what was going on with that. Like all the other ones are broken, but that. So like yeah, that's cool. So Clotilda takes Paxton by the hand, and Bimble takes Tara by the hand, and Clotilda says, "So like we have to show that we're not afraid of you, because like Bilby Bourbon Durbin's like really scared. So like try not to look scary, okay?
Tara
Totally.
smiles.
Okay.
Oh, I have a question for you guys.
So like you're a drow elf.
Yeah, that's
are
what
you-
I'm
Are you
saying.
gonna like kill us or something?
No, I would never.
Oh, so you're not gonna like enslave us though? So
no,
like, that would
I'm
be
all
bad?
about love and adventure, man.
Okay.
He's super chill. Don't worry
But
about
you know
him.
what? Do you think it'd be better if I turned into something else?
So
Maybe.
like
For now.
maybe just be yourself, like, you know? So
Okay.
like that would be cool.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so like we got food and stuff. We could probably share it with you if like everyone's like nice.
Oh,
They're so
everyone's
nice.
gonna be very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they lead you outside this ruined town square, and beyond it you see fields that are surprisingly green, with many of them lit by round discs rigged up on poles. And these round discs look kind of familiar to you. They look like lights from the worlds.
Like little suns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they like no light in the middle, like the
Yeah.
Oculus?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can see cabbages, bean poles, wheat, broccoli, and some other vegetables with which you are not familiar. You also see a lot of these garden gnomes frozen in place, and as you get closer, they relax and come to life, staring at you nervously as Clotilda and Bimble lead you down a dirt path.
So are those lights like heat lamps, like they're keeping the snow off the ground so
Yep.
these vegetables can grow?
Yep, they're keeping snow off and providing light at the same time. Yeah, they're like grow lights and heat. There are mounds of dirt, maybe 5 feet tall, on either side of the path, each with a 4-foot-tall door set into it. And these must be gnome houses, so they look kind of more like hobbit homes, but they're so small that you guess most of the structures must be underground. So they lead you up to this largest mound, and Clotilda says, so, like, try to remember, don't be scary, okay?
Am I scary?
So, like, you're tall, and you got, like, all those sharps things, you know, like the sword and stuff, so, like I guess you actually don't have much of a sword, but you have other weapons, right? So-
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, don't try not to be scary, like, be, like, friendly and stuff. Yeah. So she knocks on the door and waits, and eventually you hear the sound of someone walking up the stairs, and a muffled voice says, so, like, is it safe? And Clotilda says, so, like, yes, Mayor, it is safe. You can come out. And the door opens, and before you see another gnome, and she's got a large nose. She's dressed in a bright yellow tunic and blue trousers and a tall blue conical hat. Probably the tallest of all the hats you've seen so far. And she looks up at you, and she suddenly freezes and turns into a statue.
Hi, Billy.
And Clotilda says, so, like, Bilby Bourbon Durbin, it's fine. They're, like, heroes. We thought that, like, maybe they could help with stuff.
So, like, my name is Paxton, and I'm, like, super psyched to meet you, Bilby Bourbon Durbin.
I'm Athelflaed, and I'm not scary.
I'm Aster Fortuna, bard extraordinaire, and half-drow that's super cool and chill and nice and loving.
And Epilema says, and I'm Epilema, and I'm pretty scary, actually, as things go. But I'm not here to hurt anybody. Unless you want me to hurt somebody, in which case, you know, I could help. Am I saying too much? Like,
Yeah.
should I probably stop?
Yeah.
I should probably stop.
I'm Tara Dane.
Clotilda says, so, like, she's pretty cool. She seems pretty nice.
Yeah, and I heard that you had a troll problem.
Bilby Bourbon Durbin relaxes, and she comes back to life. And she says, so, like, are you sure that this was a good idea? Like, you young folks are, like, so impulsive, and they're, like, really big. And Clotilda sighs, and she pushes Athelflaed forward. And she says, so, like, talk to the little one or something.
Okay.
You got this, girl.
Yeah. I don't. She just starts mumbling.
So-
I'm not scary.
So Bilby Bourbon Durbin says, so like we have this troll problem. Like every winter there are these trolls that appear around this time, and like they demand a tribute, right? And they want like a substantial portion of our harvest, you know? And they want like dried fruits and vegetables. And like if they don't get it, they like eat some gnomes.
Gross.
So like it's totally not cool. So like the gnomes, like we can only keep our shape for so long, you know, and we're not invulnerable like when we're not like squishy. So like we tried to fight them before, and that like didn't go well. So like so we ended up just losing some magical equipment when we tried to fight them, and more importantly, we lost several like gnomes. So they probably ended up as dinner. It's bad.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You
what
guys
are
don't know
trolls?
what trolls are, no.
Are trolls gigantic monsters?
They're like they're huge. They're like bigger than you.
No.
You guys are big, but they're like bigger than you.
Are
How
they as
much
big as
bigger than us?
Lavarian?
So like they're not as big as Lavarian, but they're like big. They're like maybe twice as tall as you.
Wow.
And about how many of them do you think there are?
So like I don't know, but like there's probably like 6 of them.
Duh. Oh well.
Apolima says, well, like so like am I doing this right? So like we got like another job for the dragon guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Lavar the dragon guy.
Epic fabulous dragon guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like I got an idea. Like here's my idea, right?
Okay.
Here's my idea. How about like me and Athelflaed, like the cool halfling people, right?
Yeah.
We get some of like the gnomes, and we go like get rid of some of these trolls.
Can we stab people?
Yeah.
All right.